Okay, grade 6, for this video we'll be talking about presentation skills and also listening skills. We have a lot of presentations coming up for the grade 6 year. It's a great way to get better at learning what you're talking about, and also just it's really important in life to be able to stand up in front of a group and convey a message basically. So what do you need to know? Well, if you're really nervous, that's fine. Lots of people get nervous for presentations. You'll also find your first presentation at the beginning of the year is probably going to be pretty terrible compared to the one at the end of the year, especially if you're really nervous. But it's just important, take a deep breath and make sure you practice a lot before you go up there. That'll really help calm your nerves. Even practice in front of the mirror the night before. Practice in front of people that you're comfortable with. So maybe your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, friends, if you're comfortable with them. Or even, I remember sometimes I would even practice in front of my dog because, well, they're not going to judge you at all. So anyways, practice, and be prepared as well. Know your topic. Don't just go up there and wing it, because that never turns out very well unless you are a professional speaker, and even they probably do not. They wouldn't be just going up there when they first started out. So always practice. And then make sure you're using eye contact with your audience. So that just goes back to, if you practice and you know your content, you're going to be able to look up and look at the people that you're speaking to. And don't always read off the page. If you're really nervous, I know this happens sometimes, but it's really important to try to summarize your ideas. Your PowerPoint or your Sway or whatever type of presentation you're doing is just a background. It's for the audience to look at, but you really need to know what you're talking about before you go up there. So also what you need to know about presentations is just make sure that you're looking well dressed when you come to school. So typically if you were doing a professional presentation, you wouldn't show up in your pajamas, unless of course it's school spirit day, then that's fine. But you want to make sure that you're looking your best. And you also just want to make sure that you're talking at a slow, relaxed rate, not too slow, mind you, but lots of people, if they're very nervous for presentations, they'll start to talk really fast, and then their audience can't hear them. You want to make sure that you're at an appropriate volume level, so don't talk too loud, don't be shouting at us, but also don't talk too quietly. But you also know that the mic is always available if you need to use the mic, and I actually sometimes prefer it, and then you always get a good mark. If you are a very quiet talker and use the mic, that's fine. Okay, so now on to the listening skills. We will be doing a lot of presentations, and we will have a really big class size next year, so that means you're going to be sitting in your desk and you're going to do a lot of listening. But we don't just want to be doing zoning out. We want to have active listening and show that we really care about the topic. So you're going to have to start thinking of questions that you want to ask the person that is presenting the content to you, but also just use your common sense. Make sure you're not talking to your neighbor, and make sure you're giving them the respect that you want when you do your presentations. So, treat others how you like to be treated. That's a school belief. That's nothing new. You should be learning this all the way since kindergarten. So the biggest thing to remember is just to be quiet and be respectful, and show that you're actually listening, and listen with your heart. That's a big one for me. So care about your classmates. You don't have to be best friends with everyone, but you do need to show them respect, and they've worked hard on their presentations just like you have. So that's the biggest one. Cheers!